Alrighty then. Hello, hello. Greetings, salutations. Good evening. My. It has been a while, hasn't it, folks? Good grief. Good gravy. 1 second. Let me just... There we go, we're done with that. Hi! Hello, how are we, chat? It's been a while, hasn't it? Good grief, thank you for the hydro, bestie. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Lovely. How are we all doing, chat? How are we all feeling? How are we all doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? Good grief. Everybody stand off. Who is here? Who's present? Who's alive? How are we all doing and feeling? Oh, good heavens. Go. We go. Nice. How are we all doing then, chat? Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Hi. I'm back after being ill with a bad belly for God. I mean, it started Sunday. I think it started like Sunday night, and it just didn't let me sleep. It just didn't let me fucking sleep when it hit. So yeah. So I think it was like what Sunday night it hit. Monday night it was bad, like worse. I had to take paracetamol for my belly then. And then thankfully I started getting better. So I decided to, as per those who saw the Discord notification, take the week off essentially, just to let myself fully recover. I'm still not 100%. I want to call it somewhere in the 90% upwards region. But yeah, hi. Today is unfortunately not going to be Phoenix Wright. I'm putting that on hold for now, for today at least. We'll kind of see what happens as the week goes on. We're doing a one-off. We're doing a one-off stream while I get back into the swing of things. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. I'm gonna be kind of reorganizing myself, I think, during this week as I get back into my pattern. My sleeping pattern is knackered because I've just let myself sleep and rest while I've been getting better. So I've been like going to bed like at my usual time. Thankfully, that's thankfully like I'm not going to bed at like 5 a.m. like I was on Monday. Well, it became Tuesday really. But yeah, like because I've not had like an alarm set for waking up. I've just been waking up at like 9 o'clock, 10 a.m. Today I woke up closer to 11, so I'm going to be trying to reorganize my sleeping pattern for the morning streams. So, which depending on how those go, may end up becoming midday streams at this rate. But yeah, we're back. Hi, and it's good to be back in the seat. We're going to be doing chat some Deep Rock Galactic for our little one-off today. Return to form from where we previously were. For those who remember the earlier streams, I say as if like I'm a fucking streamer who's been doing this for years. Like it was a couple months ago, you know. But yeah, we'll be doing some Deep Rock Galactic today as I just kind of get my feet wet again. Yeah, and additionally as well, I've been reading Warhammer Age of Sigmar lore about the Kharadron overlords. So I'm very much in a dwarf mood. I find myself in today. So yeah. Nomads activated. Well, that's fine. Sweet. Yeah, I'm very much in a dwarf mood, chat, because I've been playing. Well, not playing. Sorry, been reading Kharadron Overlord's lore. So yeah, so I'm in a dwarfy mood.
Company needs volunteers. We're dealing with a crisis here.
Ooh.
For lack of better words, the planet's core has gone rogue. Our deep-level mine sites have gone offline. We've deployed the reclaimers to deal with the worst of it, but we need your help cleaning up core spawn presence in your own
Yeah. Fucking the people who made Deep Rock Galactic are making another game. They're making I think it's a PvE co-op roguelite dwarf game. So, electromagnetic anomaly has brought our deep level mining facilities offline and is threatening your own work sites with core spawn corruption. Management has launched the Reclaimer Collaboration Initiative so you can help support our Reclaimers to keep Hoxie safe for company interests. You now have temporary access to a new assignment, Operation Rogue Core, in the mission terminal. Complete this assignment before the event is over and you'll be awarded with a exclusive pickaxe to show you that you supported our Reclaimers during this critical time. Ooh. Let's have a look. Operation Rogue Core. Pickaxe. Standard issue Reclaimer Core combat pickaxe. Okay, interesting. Well, we can put the microwave gun on hold, I think. Let's get this done. Vault assignment, yep. Rogue Core. Right then. Let's get organised, chat. Yes, that's about where we were last time. What are we on? Heavy extraction. Fool's thickening. Core corruption. Alright then.
Mission selected and locked in. Time to board the drop pod.
Diesel driven. Ooh.
Let me try this.
Okay, that's pretty nice.
Perhaps, or...
Right. Doing core corruption. Yeah, I am thankfully recovering and doing better, chat, from my run of bad gut. Sideburns, mustache, heckler. There we go. Oh, yeah, much better. Zipline, cluster grenades. Yep, it's all good. Got my ever trusty minigun. God, I love this fucking thing.
That's it, lads!
Right.
Rock and stone!
Before we crack on, chat, you know what we must do. You know what is mandated. Let's get a bevy in. Walk faster while carrying heavy loads. Yeah, go on, fuck it.
Break a stout! Here's a little something for an upgrade. Rockety rockin' stone. Long live the dwarves!
Kazukan Kazuki ha!
Oh, I needed that. You feel much better now?
I'm very glad I remembered that battle cry. Right, I'm gonna change the colour on this, actually. I'm not a fan of it.
This is getting better and better. Did I hear a rockin' stone?
That'll work. Right, chat, let's fucking go. Let's check out this this event then. Oh, I just realised I'm missing something, chat. Good heavens. Hey, there we go, got my lights on now. I was missing something, then I knew it. Actually, I wonder, hold on a second. Let me, okay. How do I feel with the white lights on, chat? How do the white lights feel for you all? I kind of don't mind them. I think they actually help with the lighting. Because I don't actually have any proper lighting yet for my streaming. I kind of dig it. It's kind of actually quite helpful. Rocket stone.
Pickaxes sharp. It's excavation time. Sniff out the resonant masses.
You like it? Okay, cool. That's good then.
Rockets on them. You know the drill.
Yeah. The extra lighting is might be helpful then. Right, so what are we looking at? Extract resonite masses, neutralize the core stone. Right then. Ooh, oh. I'll have to get myself like a little like, I guess what you call it, a ring light or something like that. I'll have to get like a little one of those. Kind of strap it on my on like one of my monitors, just to kind of give me a bit of lighting for streams. Aha! Gotcha, bitch.
I need a damn minecart on legs. Where is it?
Dun, 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 dun.
This is thirsty work.
Hmm. My doughy ears hear something. Alright, I've actually ooh, goal. Beautiful. Yeah. Fucking yeah. I'm in a dwarfy mood, chap. I got the Caradron Overlords Codex, one of the older editions, and I've been reading about them. So, because for those of you who obviously don't know, like for Age of Sigmar factions, I really like the Caradron Overlords. I think they're super interesting as a as a Warhammer faction, and additionally as well as an Age of Sigmar original faction as well. I got them because I was like sifting through the Oxfam online shop as I do, because I was getting a what do you call it? I was getting a replacement Warhammer Codex for my Chaos one, because I had a Chaos Space Marines Codex. I think I got it. I think it must have been like a 2016 edition for one of the older Warhammer editions. I gave it away. Funnily enough, I think that's why I wanted to buy a replacement, because I gave the one I already had away. Because what do you call it? The school that my mum works at, she has a student there, year 7 lad, and he like him and his kin like going through a rough patch. Like they can't afford Warhammer stuff. You know, Warhammer was expensive when I was getting into it. And obviously like him and his kid who are going through a rough one can't afford it. So my mum was like, you know, do you have any like Warhammer stuff you can kind of give to him, because he's a Warhammer fan. Specifically, he's a fan of Chaos. And I was like, oh, I'll check the stocks, see what I've got. You know, stocks, hobby room. And I had a bit of a sift through me materials, and I had a fully painted Chaos Lord in Terminator armor, painted a few years ago. You know, I've not really touched it since. And I was like, bingo, that'll do. So gave it to my mum, and was like, here you go, give him this. You know, bubble wrapped in everything. And that night, you know, oh god, here we go. Time to rock and roll! Go, 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 go. Yeah, that night, before I kind of went to bed, I was like, like, having the model is good, but, you know, I feel like I could, like, give him a little bit of something more, you know? Because, like I said, having the model is good, but it's, you know, you need something with it, especially if especially if this lad's, like, a little fan of you know, Chaos and, you know, that kind of stuff in Warhammer. So I sifted through me materials, and I remembered I had my Chaos Space Marines Codex, so I bubble wrapped that as well and included it with the Chaos Terminator Lord. There we go, he's down. So yeah, yeah, it was the nice thing to do. It was the nice thing to do, I think, like, because not only does he have the model, he's also got like lore and material, and, you know, like maps and shit, like, to go with it as well, which is like, you know, gives him stuff to read and sift through. So yeah, it was nice. Like, so yeah, because it wasn't an issue for me. Like I said, it was an older edition. Like, Oxfam shop and other secondhand joints exist, so I was just there like, yeah, I'll just replace it. I'll just get something else, you know. So yeah, so I gave it away, and then like literally the following day, just Oxfam shop, found the edition of Chaos Space Marines that I was replacing. And while I was there, I was like, hey, you know what? I might get myself a little something extra. So I went and found a Caradron Overlord Codex and was like, there we go, or Battle Tome, because it's got a different name for Age of Sigmar. And I was like, yeah, there we go then. Like that'll do me. It's me little reward. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So yeah, so that was my good deed whilst I was ill and recovering. Oh. Oh, son of a gun. The Resonite mass is here.
Down the hatch.
Right, let's get this dug out. And we'll need to find where this core stone is, because I'm actually not sure. Wait. Oh, found it. There we go. So yeah, so I don't know. It was I don't know, it felt good to do that, you know? Like for someone who's like, you know, year 7 and, you know, can't afford to get into the hobby despite being a Warhammer fan. And like, you know, to the point that they've got like they've got a chosen faction, Christ. That they that they're like, you know, it felt good as someone who's been in the hobby for a while to kind of be like, you know what, I have something I can give this guy. I've got something I can give this younger fan to like, you know, to like enjoy, you know. Because him and his kin couldn't really afford it. So I was like, here you go. I've got plenty of Warhammer models and stuff painted and done. So here you go. Here's mine. Here's my codex. Crack on. You know, it felt really nice. I'm stuck in a rock. Oh boy. Oh, nice. Thank you, Bosco. Nice, there we go.
Sending down lift rockets.
I'm totally loaded.
Can't see fucking shit. Let's get this cleared out as well. Oh.
Alright, set up the lift rockets and we'll be ready for launch.
Yeah. Chuck that over there. Yeah. Chuck that over there. Chuck that over there. And chuck that over there. Right then, let's crack on. Wrong button. Oopsie daisy. Go. 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 And there we go. Right then.
Time to get busy, miners. Swarm detected.
Well, the swarm can fucking wait. All right, I'm securing the old rockets to the Resonite mass. Good.
The mass is ready to head off-world. Hit the button on the lift pod to begin
Geronimo! Initiate thrusters.
Excellent work, team. First Resonite mass will be off-world shortly. 2 more to go. Get to it.
Going through there? Nope. There they are.
Let's clear them out.
Got contact, miners. Swarm headed your way.
I'm already aware. We kind of already had a swarm making its way to us anyway. Deep, Deep Cock Galactic. You had that one loaded in the chamber, didn't you, Val? Also, I'm so getting fired as a mod. I mean, you're barely present as a mod anyway, Val. And yet I've still not fired you, so you're good, you know? Also, I'm surprised you didn't go with Deep Gok Galactic, you know? I'm surprised that's not the one you went with. Oh Christ, it's a fucking big one. Yeet! Let's go, shoot it! Go, 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 Geronimo! Hoo-yah! Yeah! Oh god. Daka, daka, daka. Yeah, boy! Go. Dun, dun, dun. Daka, 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 daka. Ooh, yeah. More bits and bobs. That sounds like a... Yep. Thank you, eat my dick. Christ, they're really setting the fucking, the horde up on me.
Music to my ears.
Looks like our way to go, chat. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, 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 oh, wait, oh, wait, wait, oh, wait, wait, oh, wait. Dum, dum, dum. There we go. Hey, oh. Yes, thank you, giant robot. Gold! Beautiful gold! Yeah, very nice. Hiya! Some nitra. Caca! Right, then. How many of these do we need to extract? We've got 2 more, okay. 2 more resonite masses to extract. Why can I hear stuff on the wind? That's never a good sign. Ooh, this is good though. Umanite. Sweet, sweet, delicious. Probably low levels of radiation. Umanite. Pocket Bloom, which I've been ignoring. That's not a hole, so that's fine. That looks interesting. Chat. I think I found what we've been looking for. What does the map say? Looks like some... That's a very curious noise. That's concerning. Oh, it's those critters. Great, those fucking things. kids, now is not the time, rest assured. Let's see if we can't dig into this thing a little bit and see what's cooking. That was ominous again. Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. I was going about this the wrong way. Oh, no. Okay, then. I'm just gonna do a thing, chat.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
Freaky alien genotypes. Oh boy! Kill it, kill it, kill it! Kill the damn thing and stop getting in my way! Oh. Greater Core Stone. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yep, knew it. It is weekend. Get it. Nice, let's go. Let's start. Kill these wretched creatures. They are an affront to the way of things. Where's its energy beam going? There it is. Trying to hide in the goddamn corner, are you? You cannot define my sharp, doughy eyes. Come on. Ow, fucker! Got it. Go. Eh, stuck in the rocks again. Wait. Another one, eh? Come on. Gotcha. Come on, fucker. Let's go. Oh god. Oh, what did you know? There's the Resonite Mass.
Core corruption threat neutralized. Now finish up whatever objectives remain and get out of there.
Well, then this is fun.
Getting supplies.
What a fun tie-in for the new game. It didn't drop anything, did it? No shiny rocks? Nothing? And those don't do anything either, darn. Oh well, c'est la vie. Let's get mining, miners.
Love the smell of fresh dug rocks and stone. Digging all night for resin.
Keep digging, team. You're halfway there.
God, I missed streaming, chat. Like I said, I'm still not 100%. Belly is still like a little bit weird, but it's like we're sitting at like 90% kind of, I'll call it. So, but yeah, I miss fucking streaming. Like I had to going from having my schedule where I stream and I go to the gym and that kind of stuff, or like I tried my painting again. Going from that to basically just being sat in bed, like spending most of my time just essentially trying to sleep or sleeping, like it was fucking. But that said, I was able to go down a couple of new rabbit holes, which is fun. I started watching Stargate SG-1, and I also ended up started watching Kamen Rider, which was a fun experience.
You want something done right?
I definitely like both of those shows now. I will say that, chat. I definitely like both of those shows, and I do intend to watch more of them at some point.
Delivery complete. Set up the lift rockets on the Resonat mass.
They're very fun shows. I do like them. The what's interesting as well is the I think the main outside of kind of how well written they are and kind of that sort of thing. The thing I like most about them is just the practicality of them in terms of like sets and like costumes and all that kind of thing. It's really like, because I think Kamen Rider I think I'm watching Kamen Rider Ryuki, which was like 2002 was when that was made, and I'm watching Stargate SG-1, which is also like a show from the early 2000s. So obviously there is a, you know, they don't rely as much on CGI because CGI was still kind of developing, I guess, and it didn't look as good. But yeah, like the sets, the set design in Stargate SG-1, because each episode they go to like a new place, and a new planet with a different kind of culture and that kind of stuff on it. It's really fun. Like, it's really engaging. Like, I really do like it. You know, what do you call it? Christopher Judge, who played Kratos in the sequel series / continuation of the God of War games, he is in it. It was very shocking to see him. It was very fun. And yeah, what do you call it? 1 second. Yeah. And Kamen Rider, like the costumes, the stunts, the big like prop weapons they have and all that kind of stuff. It's so fun. It can be really funny at times as well, which I wasn't expecting that. Like, I'm very unfamiliar with Tokusatsu. I wasn't really a Power Rangers kid outside of the Power Rangers movie, which we had we had it on VHS. The one with Ivan Ooze in it, that one. And I know I know Power Rangers isn't quite Tokusatsu, but it's got shared DNA for obvious reasons, because obviously Super Sentai. But yeah, getting into Kamen Rider Ryuki it's very fun. I do enjoy it. I like it. I'm looking forward to watching more of it. Which the funny thing is, between the two, and I don't know if this is expected or not, but like Kamen Rider Ryuki has like 50 episodes, right? Stargate SG-1 has like 10 seasons to its name. Like, it has got so much content in it. So I'm looking forward to going through more of it at some point. I basically just need to kind of try and like kind of give it, like, now I'm like kind of getting better and recovering and plan to get back on schedule for streams and working out. I need to kind of figure out like kind of when I can watch it. Like, even if it's just like 1 or 2 episodes, because thankfully Kamen Rider's like, you know, almost 30 minutes per episode, and Stargate is something like, you know, it's like 45 minutes per episode. So, you know, I want to try and keep watching it. I don't want it to kind of just backslide and become something that I started watching and then just drops from my day to day. So I want to try and kind of just watch like 1 or 2 episodes. I really need to. I really need to / want to organize a watch list for myself, like where I'm just like, I'm going to watch this show. I'm going to watch this show. Once those are done, I'm moving on to something else, because I also have anime I need to watch as well. I desperately need to crack on with JoJo's. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has been on my watch list for so long. I made it some way through Stardust Crusaders, and then I fell off. And I really want to get back on my JoJo's streak. So yeah, and then I also want to fucking watch Free Run, which I've not watched any of Free Run, I don't believe. Have I? I might have seen a couple episodes. Now I tell a lie. You know, I might have actually watched a couple episodes of it. I can't quite remember when I used to have Crunchyroll. But yeah, Free Run is definitely something I need to watch. What else? Hydro Time on a Ship Check. Thank you, Twin. Oh, there we go. Yeah, fucking yeah. So JoJo's, Free Run, Soul Eater is something I really want to finish because I checked out a good few episodes of it years ago. I think I must have been a teenager at the time. I think it was back when I was still getting into anime, and I really like it. I mean, the art style is really good. Itchy Leg. Fucking Resonance, one of the best anime OPs ever. Yeah, it's like a fully been and done show. It's like 50 episodes as well, I think, something like that. So it's like that's another show I really want to sink my teeth into at some point and watch. Like, yeah, I think that's something I want to do more. Like I think with streaming, like, and like I think with streaming, my thing for gaming is pretty well covered outside of like a couple games I play with the homies. But like I really want to go back to watching more stuff, you know, and like I really enjoy movies. You know, obviously a movie I can just put in, sit down, watch, bang, it's done. But I really want to start watching not films, TV series in my own time again. I want to like experience and discover them, you know, and like fucking, I mean, fucking shit. Like, you know, like I said, both Kamen Rider Ryuki and Stargate are both from the early 2000s. Those are both shows that, if I had access to them at the time, you know, definitely would have been up my alley. So I definitely want to check those out. Yeah. Right then. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, so I definitely, and obviously, like I said, once I finish Stargate, once I finish Kamen Rider, yeah, I want to watch more anime. I think outside of certain shows, I really struggle to finish anime. I really struggle to, like, I'll start it, I'll enjoy it, and then I'll just drop off. For whatever reason, you know? Like, if it's a shorter show, obviously if it's like a 12-episode bit, you know, I'm sorted, I'm done. I can sit down, watch it, have fun, bang, done. Like... But if it's like a longer anime, I really have a bad time of sticking to it and eventually falling off it. Like, you know, and obviously as those shows go on to get new seasons, it gets fucking worse because it'll have 12 episodes or 24 episodes. I'll only watch some of it, drop off, and then when I get back to it later, like I want to do now, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, that show that you were watching, 4 seasons now, 4 seasons, you know. It's like fucking hell. So that's definitely something I want to that's definitely something I want to organize and kind of get with more, is just finding the time to watch like a few couple episodes. I'm not sure how to kind of like grade it, like episodes per day, you know. But it's definitely something I would like to do. What's another what's like it's the thing is, it's most, like I said, it's mostly anime. Kaguya-sama, Love is War, fucking genuinely hilarious show, really fucking good. And it's got like 4 seasons or something, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 seasons, I can't remember. I have not finished it yet, and I really, really want to, because that show is so fucking funny and it's so good. Like, I'm really happy I was able to finish Konosuba. Konosuba is elite for an anime show. It's genuinely, if you want like a feel good, genuinely funny isekai that does a good job of also like parodying there we go, parodying the isekai genre. Konosuba's got you sorted. It's so fucking funny. It's so good. I think it's got like 3 seasons, a couple films, that kind of thing. Really good show though. I highly recommend it to anybody. And additionally as well, both the sub and the dub are funny. Like it's got a genuinely well done dub because the cast and crew are allowed to just kind of allowed to be wild. They're allowed to be wild and crack on just being ridiculous, and it works so well for both the sub and the dub. It's really good. Konosuba's so good. Oh, this looks good. I've got a fucking shit ton of nitro. That looks radioactive. There we go. Yes, thank you, big stoppy robot. Yeah, da 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 da. Right, there's gotta be a resonite mass somewhere here. This is the last chamber, I think. That resonite mass has got to be somewhere in here. Go. Oh. Do, do, do. Greetings, fuckers. Oh. Fucking Jesus. Almost fucking took my eyebrows off. Oh. Nailed it. I was a resonite mass. Where would I be? Grab some more Umanite. Go, 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 go. That's radiation.
Got a swarm on the way. Repeat, swarm.
Because of course we do. Right. Let's see if we can't tunnel through here before bullshit happens. Come on, come on. Go. Go, 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 go.
Swarm. I repeat, swarm.
Ah, hello. Yep, there's that resonite mass chat. Go, go, go. Yeah, I think that's definitely I think that's definitely my watch list for either alongside if I can manage it, or after I finish one of the shows I'm currently on. Kaguya Love is War, definitely need to finish watching that because that show's so good. Free Run, because that show is generational from what I've heard. That show I like. One of the best things I heard said about the show Free Run is that in the same way that a lot of fantasy writers borrow from Lord of the Rings nowadays, like in the future people will borrow from Free Run. That's like a genuine point of compliment I've heard Free Run be given, and I gotta watch it. If that is the compliment that they're being given for how good of a new fantasy show Free Run is, gotta check it out. Go. Oh, clear. Good. Oh, yeah. Go.
Donkey, come here.
You're halfway through excavation, team.
Daga, daga, daga.
You can mine a mine. You can dig a ditch. Can you hole a hole?
Well done. Secondary objective completed.
83. 91. Arseholes. 20. There we go.
Stand by for lift rockets and begin attachment phase.
There we go.
Lift pods here, team.
Go, go, go.
Lift rockets.
Hoo-yah.
Fuel them to the sides of the resonite mass.
Hoo-yah. Hoo-yah. Yeah. I also need to fucking, what do you call it as well, chat? I need to figure out a way to get to crack on with my audiobooks as well. Like, I had to, this was a while ago, but, like, I had to stop my, my Audible subscription, just because, like, I had just, you know, I had too many books I needed to finish listening to, you know? Like, I want to try and listen to them while I'm at the gym, but I always end up defaulting to kind of putting on music while I'm at the gym. And I know that, like, putting on an audiobook can be really good for being able to help you zone out whilst you work out.
To initiate launch. We've got what we came for. All your objectives are completed. Hit the button on the mule and we'll send in the drop pod.
There we go. There we go. May as well get some more gold while we're at it. Nice. Bolted. Oh, dead. Right, how much? Okay.
Sending in the drop pod. Starting the counter. This is it, team. Do us proud.
Right, where's our evac then?
Supply drop has been ordered.
Look, I'm going to call in a resupply just in case, because I'm going to get. I'm going to restock my grapple gun. Oh god.
Drop pod arrived. Mule is returning to LZ.
I'm taking some of
Drop
the
pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
for the first round.
Uh,
Grabbing ammo.
restock, reload, everything. Time to leave. It is time to leave, chat. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Squeeze through. Sidestep the radiation.
Go, go, go. Drop pod is waiting.
Go, go, go. Hi-yah. Ah, pardon me. There we go. Follow the bird. Bird? Not bird, fucking follow the bot. There we go. How are we doing? Where's our evac at anyway? Never mind. 1 second. Twas the gaffer. Oh, yeah.
Departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
There we go again. Oh god. Yeah, that was. 'Twas the gaffer inquiring where the cat was, for he was not in here. There we go.
Hold your breath. Gasp on its leak.
Son of a bitch. Actually, hold on. What the fuck am I doing? Hold on. Send it.
Dip right up.
Go, go, go. Thank you.
Exploration thing.
Bum, 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 bum.
I've got a sip on ready here.
Cheers. Mecha deca, mecha deca, mecha deca. Yeah.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Bum, bum,
You better hurry. Have to wait for flare recharge.
It's fucking Nat! Hi Nat, how are you? Do you know about LibraryVox? Free public domain audiobooks. Also, I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Yeah, we're at, in terms of how I feel, I'm feeling something like 90% plus kind of thing, you know? It's like, I'm not 100%, but I'm definitely fucking better than I was, I'll tell you that much. But I didn't realize there was public domain audiobooks. I will have to look that up. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. That is definitely a thing I'll do, because I've got. You can probably guess what most of the books I need to listen to are on my Audible account. It's mostly Warhammer stuff I need to listen to. I've got I've got Scars, which is Horus Heresy. I've got Talon, Horus Heresy. I've got a Caradron Overlords book that I really need to get through because fucking I love the Caradron Overlords. God, what else? I've got a Gotrek and Felix book I need to get through, which I really don't want to, because it's the fucking I think it's the penultimate book in the series. It's the second to last book in the Gotrek and Felix novel series, and I am harrowingly, like, achingly, like, trying not to finish that series. Like, it's a fucking, like, I really don't want to finish the Gotrek and Felix book series because it will kill me when I do that. God, what else? I've got a Karkadon's book to get through. I need to finish the Night Lords trilogy. I've finished the first and second ones. I need to finish off the oh god, fucking. I'm not gonna make it, chat. Please reload. Thank you. Oh, chat, I'm not gonna make the extraction.
10 seconds to take off.
Fuck. It's gonna leave without me, chat.
3, 2,
Oh my god, I'm not gonna make it.
Robert.
No.
We're pulling you back in.
Damn it, I didn't make it back. That's the first time that's happened in a fucking good long while. God damn, I really must be rusty. Oh Jesus, that's the first time in so long that I've failed to extract.
The number of that Glyphid that ran me over.
Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that again. Oh god, that's fucking stress. I shouldn't have started so low for where my evac was. Oh. I think I hear my cat. Hi, buddy. How are we doing? How are you, buddy? I think I know what you want. Ugh, hold on, chat. Bear with me. I'm just going to sort my cat out. Hold on. There we go. Right. Bear with me a second, chat. And we're back. There we go. Hello. There we go. Hold on, I just want to... Here you go. Here you go, by the way. There you go. Here you go, chat. This is my my new doohickey, my new thingamajig. There you go. Added to the collection. And also while we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. But yeah, I'm very thrilled about that. Fucking, I think that was, what was that now? That was the Oxfam online shop, and it was for like a tenner, I think. So yeah, I'm very thrilled, very pleased. Oh, that's definitely getting some more reading done. Is that the cat at the door again? No, cool. I'm hearing things. Ignore me, chat. Beef's just going mentally unstable. Right, I think I know what I need to do now for this mission. Hold on. Bingo. Bingo. That'll do. Right. You need an icon. Flammenwerfer. Plasma charger. Satchel. Drills. Cool behind reloads after 5 seconds. Deposit stuff into the mule faster. Throw flares faster. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna need the old drill boy to help me get through shit. Now that better be my cat and not just the fucking wind. There it is. Hello, Sashiman. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the cat. Where has he gone so I don't roll over him? Oh, there you are. Wing. Hey, Goober. Little Goober. But yeah, Library Vox. I'll have to check that out next. You get your silly face down there. That's not for you to be shenaniganing with. Where are we gone? So I don't roll you over again. There you go. Stop lurking behind me. Oh. Weird. He likes to just sit behind the chair. Like, bro, I'm trying not to roll over you, like, or hurt you. Coming up. Come on. Up. Hey, coming up. The cat is deciding, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, hop it up. Come on. Ugh. He's so fucking weird. He's so fucking weird, chat. There we go. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Hello, Sashiman. Welcome. How are you? Fucking took you a while to decide that one, didn't you, buddy? The flag is not for you. Sashiman. Alright, I know it's a new thing, but it's not for you to be shenanigating with, because trust me, it'll end badly for you. I set up a flag, by the way. You can't see it because the camera isn't like showing it, but I set up a Jolly Roger on my blinds. So, and that's what the cat seems to be obsessed with. Is that right, Boogie? You alright, Boogie? You want to say hi to people? You want to say hi to people? Or do I have to coerce you? Not the flag. Stop looking at the flag. Otherwise, you're getting an extra reason to not be allowed in the hobby room. Hold on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, boy. Oh, go. There we go, chap. There he is. Oh, yes, boy. Yeah. Who are you? You want to say anything to people? Hmm? You want to tell the people? Look at that face. Okay, okay. There you go, buddy. I know. He was a good boy. Right, make sure you don't get in the way. Or, you know, whack my hand whilst I do deep rocking. Ah, on-site refining. That's much better.
Mission locked in. Powering up the drop pod.
Tunnel rat. Smooths a bruise, reduces fall damage. You know, let's get a good old oily oaf.
Round of oily oafs, please.
Go.
Last one to finish is a pointy-eared leaf lover.
Boing.
Yeah. They ought to pay you more.
Bum. Yeah, hi. How are you? You're rubbing your noggin on my hand. I'd already de-haired the keyboard today because of you, mister. Let's crack on.
Rock and stone.
Yes, it's a Jolly Roger. It's a flag. It's not for you, mister. The flag is not for Sashimen. He's fucking looking at it. Like, don't even think about it, mister.
Rock and stone.
Hawkeye team. Set up pipelines. Fuel the on-site
Right,
refinery.
extract Holomite, neutralize the core thing.
Nothing could be simpler. Get to work, roughnecks.
I think we found the core thing. Jesus! Oh god! What the? Oh god! Christ, this place is a nightmare! Right. Where's that stone? Let's get this dealt with first and foremost. There we go. Oh god! Oh god! Oh Jesus Christ, that's a fair fucking distance away. There we go, that's one. There we go, it's a start. Christ, would you creatures get off my fucking dick?
Jack requested and is inbound.
Right, where's the next, there it is, I see it. Yep. Come on, fucker. There we go, that's good. second, Nat, while I just do this thing. Discovery meal. Episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and his voice sounds quite familiar to his Demon Prince voice in Dawn of War 1. Fucking hell yes. That brings me much joy to know. Where's Fisherman? Sashi, for the love of God, your ass is in my way. The cat has decided to curl up on my mouse pad now, chat. This will make things interesting.
Pump jack.
Request accepted. Stand clear. Pump jack inbound.
That's it. Back to
It's another
lines to the pump jack.
thingy done. Go. But yeah, I can imagine like his voice would be disturbingly close to his work in Dawn of War. Nat, I can imagine that would be the case. Good boy. Oh yes, he's a good boy. Yes, right. Right now, where is this last pump jack? I think that glowing blue in the distance answers my question, chat. Oh yeah, Nat, did you see the new Warhammer Battle Tome I got? I can't remember if you saw it when I brought it up on stream. Oh, aha! You didn't see it. Right, bear with beef one moment then. There we go. I brought it up on stream. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah. The new my new Caradron Overlord. Well, it's from 2020. Oh God, when's this from? I think it's from like 2023, 2020 something. It's one of it's like not the oldest Caradron Codex, but it's Battle Tome, but it's not the newest. So it sits perfectly in the middle for me. Yeah. I got that from the Oxfam online shop for like a tenner, I think it was, £9.99. So definitely thrilled about that. Oh, he's my scrunky boy. He's mine. Right.
Not ready. There's recharging.
There it is. Yeah. So I've been doing some reading about the Caradron and their history and all that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. It's a very interesting how the Ooh, terrain scanner. Thank you. Yeah, it's been very interesting reading about how
Scanner just got updated.
because the thing about like Age of Sigmar is that it's, and this is kind of how I heard it described at one point, is it's technically a post-apocalypse setting, and not just in the fact that it's set after the end times, but it's like it was like, hey, hello Tank, good to see you. Yeah, it's like Age of Sigmar is technically a post-apocalypse story or setting, because it's like while it is set after the end times, it's still like it still took a good few centuries, years, millennia, whatever, before it started to become the setting it currently is. So, like, the Caradron used to be regular dwarfs in like a mountain hold, and then when an invasion of Tzeentchian demons happened in the realm that they occupied, a bunch of the dwarven holds fell, either due to starvation or just like falling to the demons, and by necessity, a bunch of the some of the different dwarven clans basically put their technological wherewithal together and basically set off to the skies. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that the Caradron used to be just regular, the regular dwarfs of what Warhammer Fantasy was before they became what they are. And it's really interesting. it's really interesting when you figure out and find out that that Age of Sigmar is a fucking fantasy post-apocalypse setting. And yes, hello Tank, good to see you. It is a Monday one-off stream whilst I get back to the whilst I get back into the knack of things. Right, how am I doing for supplies? Nitro is 80. Okay, good. Right. Bosco, bite it. I really do like Dwarfs After the End Times. Screw gravity. Whoop. I mean, yeah. I mean that's the thing as well. Like the again, like whilst Age of Sigmar is set after the end times, the oh god, yeah, it was an Astif movie reference. God, that's been a while. Screw gravity. Whoop. Yeah, but yeah, even though it is set after the end times, you know, because the original setting went kablamo, and then you know, a new setting obviously was created. It actually in universe takes like a good few years before stuff happens. You know, he's still making them. Yeah, I heard like that they'd made that that a new one had come out not too long ago. Side note, by the way, chat, I'm currently playing this with my mouse just hovering off the edge of my desk because a certain someone is occupying my desk. Specifically my mousepad. I'm looking at you, sleepy cat.
Work hard, party hard.
Yeah, but apparently, yeah, big flood of Zeechi and demons basically were just coming out non-stop into the place the dwarves were at, and some of the dwarven clans were basically like, you know what? If we stay in our dwarven holds, we're fucked. So some of them, yeah, they put their kind of techno hats on, kind of pool their resources, and were like, we are now, like, going to live in sky forts.
If only someone could help me.
There we go. Like, I may have to, at some point, I think, in particular to you, Nat, because we like doing Warhammer stuff in DC, I might have to show you, a video, by that fella, Pancreas No Work. Might have to show you his video that he's done, covering the different factions of Age of Sigmar, because they're really interesting. It's really interesting, the different, stuff. The different factions and all that kind of thing in Age of Sigmar.
Swarm on a direct intercept course. Get ready.
Bosco.
Activate construction bin.
How can you make videos if his pancreas doesn't work? Insulin. That is how.
The swarm is upon you.
That is how, Nat. The miracle of insulin.
Like I'm the only one building the pipeline.
Another pipeline established. You just need to set up one more, and then we can start the extraction sequence.
Oh wait, his username's literal. Yeah. His username on YouTube is literally just Pancreas No Work. Yeah. Hell. Bum, bum, bum. Sashi, I hope you know your arse is making this very difficult for me, buddy.
The stream of incoming enemies is practically eradicated.
Right.
You're still alive. Well done.
ISDG, me and my dog are going. Okay. Is your dog still fucking crop dustering you? That's hilarious. That's so fucking funny, Tank.
Can I do that?
Right. That is so fucking funny, Tank. I hope you know that. Actually, a thought occurs. 1 second. I'll eat ice cream, peanut butter, and curry and do it back to her. That's foul. That's a foulity.
One down, more to go.
Daka daka daka. Lactose intolerant to peanuts. I think I've started to develop lactose intolerance. Uh-oh.
Got no flares ready.
Tank's got the lactose intolerance STI, same as what Sun got.
This never gets old.
I think the lactose intolerance is because every time I eat Altaria, my stomach fucking hurts. I mean, do you think you've always been lactose intolerant, Tank? You never used to? Oh yeah, no, you caught the lactose intolerance STI, brother. You've been boning someone who's got lactose intolerance, haven't you? Come on now, fess up. Same thing happened to Sun. Same thing happened to Sun. Sun didn't used to be lactose intolerant, and then Sun started dating and doing shit with Rain, and fucking suddenly Sun got lactose intolerance.
I'll be dreaming of pipes tonight.
You got the lactose intolerance STI, gamer. That's just I don't make the rules. That's just what happened. Right, let's get this over and dusted. Another win for Femcells. Yes, Nat.
Build it.
I will put up with the stomach pain. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. It's worth it, I'm sure.
Done, deeply done.
Thank you, Bosco.
Bolts and gears.
As someone who doesn't enjoy taking a bite out of a wedge of Stilton at 3 AM when you wake up to piss. What? That's deranged, Tank. That's actually so fucking deranged of you, gamer. Being like, yeah, I will take a bite out of Stilton when I go to piss in the morning. Like, that's crazy work, gamer.
Lover at work.
I'm sure it's tasty, but like taking a moment out of your nightly piss to go and eat Stilton is fucking insane.
Objective completed. All pipelines and pump jacks are ready for operation.
Quite frankly, that might be the actions of someone who's like mentally unwell.
And start off the pump sequence.
It's only everyone with a peanut allergy treats them like radioactive waste, and every lactose intolerance person I've ever met treats dairy like their toxic ex who fucks good. Nat, that is a 100 correct statement you've just said. That is genuinely the truth. Like, Nat, you couldn't have said a more correct statement in your life with that shit. Like, that's actually so facts. And yes, Tank, I too miss my ex. There is every now and then. Thank you, no Tank, don't. Stab me in the back twice with kitchen scissors.
Word and resupply.
Yeah, sometimes I miss my ex, you know? Her personality was atrocious, and she was, you know, she wasn't the best person, but, you know, G-cups are G-cups. What can I say? It's one of those things. half an inch from hitting me in the kidney. I listen, if like you yourself, like I assumed there was like outside of just being stabbed, I assumed there was a very good reason, like why you. On an unrelated note, here's a brag and a relief. I have made another fort. I've made it another fortnight without dipping into my savings. Way, good work, Nat. Ginger goths with daddy issues. Yeah, yeah. Maybe one day for beef, who knows? Yeah, Nat, Bestie is fucking like is like laughing that hard because Bestie is that lactose intolerant person. She is one of those people. Like she is lactose intolerant. I know. I'm sorry. My streaming is getting in the way of you sleeping on my desk. Radar. It's the mentally unstable. I mean, listen. I'm going to make a statement, right? Mentally unstable goth girls with daddy issues I'm going to say something, and I don't know if it's like a brave statement or whatever, but I need people to hear me. Mentally unstable goth girls with daddy issues is pretty much everyone's type. There is a reason for that, and it's like, you know, it's like saying vanilla ice cream is a good flavor of ice cream. Like unstable goth women is pretty much everybody's type. Like it's not a big thing. It stopped being a big thing a while ago. Not a huge fan. Yeah. Sexual side by people, I mean, yeah, fetishization of trauma, but I also don't think it's going to be one of those. I don't think it's one of those issues going to be in your favor as much as you think. Yeah, I mean, Nat, Exhibit A of that is Tank being stabbed twice in the back with kitchen scissors. Like, that is the exact, like, what do you call it? That is the exact Exhibit A, Nat, of exactly what you just said. It's like, yeah, you know, fetishization of trauma, absolutely, you know, that's, you know, but it only lasts for so long because the whole, you know, because eventually the daddy issues play up and you get put in a really bad position. I really looked at it as a fetish either. Trauma is very real. Yeah. Daddy issues? Yeah, daddy issues, Nat, is, you're so right. It's, oh god. Daddy issues is either a case of they were abused or motherfucker just wasn't there. Like that's the fucking, that's the two kind of coins. Two coins? The two avenues of quote-unquote daddy issues is either they were abused or they just weren't there. Absentee father, like, for one reason or another. Maybe they left, maybe they died, I don't know. Usually they leave, usually they're just gone. Like, but yeah, it's like it never really works out well in the end unless they, you know, unless they go to therapy. Like if they go to therapy and they get that shit sorted out, then you're on the good side of things. But if you're just like, oh yeah, they have unresolved daddy issues and that's a fucking like point of attraction, it's like, I got bad news for you, gamer. You're gonna experience some shit. Yeah, and the appeal is that she'll yeah, exactly, and like, yeah, that appeal and that filling in of the void only works for so long before bad shit happens. Again, Exhibit A, Tank being stabbed almost in the kidney, and stabbed twice, mind you. Like, it only, like, it's either a case of they're fucked up and, you know, their issues are going to have a fucking, you know, effect on you, and you're going to be left with some trauma and shit, or it's a case of or it's a case of both parties are equally fucked up, and it's just a whole mess of abuse, you know? That's how it works. It's either both parties are equally messed up, and it's just a fucking big old abuse circle between two people, or it's a case of, like, you know, you're well adjusted enough, and their unresolved issues and shenanigans fuck you up. Either way, doesn't work out well in the long run. Thank you, Session. I appreciate you getting off my desk. He's a good boy. Yeah, you go. You get comfy under my desk, buddy. Here's a
Entry
lad.
objective completed. Fine job.
More Fear and Beef benefits. I was hoping that wasn't what was happening. Oh, Nat, rest assured. Nat, rest assured, I know well enough. I know well enough that the whole daddy issues thing, on the surface, it can be attractive and it can be a fetish-like thing that you can enjoy, but long term, doesn't work. Does not work. Be mature enough, chat. Be mature enough, chat, to realize daddy issues ain't the way to go. The motherly type is the way you want to run that shit. Find a woman who will treat you both as a partner and will also treat you as her special boy or special girl. That's the real win right there. That's the real win right there, chat. Daddy issues, we're past that. We're over that hill. We're done with that. Milfy types, motherly types. That's your win right there. That's the one. That's the play. That's the play right there, in terms of women, at least. Like, there's your one. Reject wanting a girl to call you daddy. Reject that. Embrace calling a woman mummy. Tell me I'm wrong, chat. Damn right, bestie. Thank you, Twin. Thank you. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, chat. You know? And I'm not even saying it has to be your fetish or your vibe, but tell me I'm wrong in this analysis, in this assessment. You know? Am I wrong? Reject girls who call you daddy. Embrace a woman who you can call mummy. Motherly types are the way to go. That's the way you win. That sounded like a big monster, and it was. Oh boy. Yeah, baby, ba-boom. I'll say as well, right? I'll say as well, chat. Just while I've been ringing it around my brain, right? I will say as well, like, even if chat, even if you want a girl, like, doesn't have to be a girl, obviously, but the conversation is kind of centered around that, so we're going to keep it there for now. Like, even if, like, you want a girl, or you have a girl who calls you daddy, don't let it be because she's got unresolved traumatic issues. Let it be because that's her vibe. Don't let it be because she's got unresolved traumatic issues and she needs to, quote, you know, fill a void, as Nat so well put it. Like, don't let it be because of that. Just let it be because that's her vibe and she runs like that. You know? It's different for everyone, and I get it. It'd be boring as fuck if we all enjoyed the same. Yeah, exactly. Vanilla's a good. Vanilla's the best flavor for a reason, but we need a bit of something now and then. Oh, there we go, net crack. But yeah, don't let a girl call you daddy just because, like, because she has atrocious unresolved issues that require a therapist. Let it be because that's just her vibe. Just make sure you're a real partner too, because even unintentionally, if you make a woman mother in your relationship outside of chosen sex stuff, then you're going to be subject to a very lively group chat. Yeah. Yeah, like obviously, like I'm saying this with like you know, I'm saying this with like, you know, fucking with the what I was hoping was the what I was hoping was the implied thing that both parties are fine enough in a way that it doesn't like that it's not like a filling a void type shit. Like when I say like get a motherly woman who you can call mommy, I mean it in like a way that you yourself are not trying to fill a void. That's what I mean. That is the vibe. That is the vibe I'm like trying to impart. I mean, I tried getting her therapy, and yeah, that's her problem. That's on her, Tank. Get you a woman who will call you daddy without needing therapy to explain why she shouldn't be doing that or why she does do that. You know. Ah, it's rough, man. Convenient. Nice. Currently getting my display hijacked by an ad. And what else? Audible. So you being your eyes. Yeah, don't worry about it yet. Right, hold on. I need to nip to the loo again, chat. So do bear with beef. 1 second. That was the case with my ex screen chat popped off. Right. Bear with me, chat. Oh dear. Hello, chat. Sorry about that. Like I said, belly's still not 100%, so... Oh dear. Yep, what did I miss? What's popping off? Let's have a look. Didn't currently get my display hijacked by enough audible, yep. Okay, it's over now. That was totally necessary. Twitch, I'm so much more likely to subscribe to something I haven't subscribed to in years of knowing about it. That was the case with my ex. Group chat popped off. Hydro time, thank you, Tank. I've been in a few with friends, particularly friends with kids. I mean, he's emptying the bladder, might as well help refill it. Can't talk right now, I'm making piss. I've been mentioned in group chats. Oh my god, thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for giving a tier 1 sub to Nat. Hell yes. That's how I found out two of my old friends with benefits were friends. Lamo. Hold on. Let me see if I can't recite what I said prior to Nat getting the ad. Oh yeah, just to make sure you're a real pub. Yeah. So like when I was talking about like, you know, getting you a woman who you can call mommy, it's like that was with the implication or the implied context of you are yourself like, you know, a partner. You aren't doing any void filling, you know? That's what I meant. Like with that kind of thing. That like I wasn't like I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, reject a woman who's calling you daddy to fill a void, only for you to yourself be getting with a woman so you can fill your own void. Like that's what I meant. Yeah. And again, like I don't know, I can't remember if you were here for this now or if I said this before that, but like even if you are with a woman who likes to call somebody daddy, like just be like like just be sure that that's just because it's her vibe and not because she's got unresolved trauma. I'm gonna fill someone's void cake. I can't lie, Tank. That was in my head. I can't lie. I'm not even gonna like pretend that shit. That shit was in my head. I was just holding back the urge to say that shit. I was just there like, nope. I'm trying to make a point. I don't want to say that. But yes, I too wish to fill somebody's void.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Fucking. I think we're all thinking it, lol. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fucking shout out Sun, by the way, who keeps insisting I need to get my hands on a femboy. Like, speaking of filling voids, like Sun keeps insisting I need to get myself a femboy. And it's hard to disagree some days. Oh. We have a new skin for the revolver, chat. Hold on. Oh, it's fucking sexy. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's getting used. That's definitely getting used, chat. Look at, I mean, look at that. Oh my god. Fucking, you kidding? You joshing me? You joking? Oh, fucking, get in there, cunt. Beautiful revolver. Oh. Veteran depositor, there we go. Yeah. Switch to gunner again. There we go.
Rock and stone to the bone. Rock and roll and stone.
GB, if I wonder what lesser known Warhammer Fantasy army you're a fan of. Why not? I don't know what you mean. Lizard men, of course.
What would Carl choose?
Fucking. I mean, honestly, with me, Warhammer Fantasy, you kind of have options, but for those who know, you know what my go-to army for, Warhammer Fantasy is, Like, Nat should definitely know. Which is why I think she's saying it, but yeah.
Rock and stone.
Rocket stone. How many different hats I would like? Hooray. Ooh, cowboy hat. I do like cowboy hat. Field repairs. Evil Eye is cool, I will say. Top knot. Ooh, the eye patch. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I have to sort my eyebrows out, but yeah. Good old greenskins. Unibrow.
What about this one?
Yeah, blue.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Monstrous thick, refined, worrywart, extreme protuberance. There we go. Fuck it.
Bang for the buck if you
There
ask
we
my
go. Right, what's our next mission? Glacial strata, core corruption, blood sugar. Yeah, I don't want to fucking do. I don't want to do blood sugar missions. Hold on, chat. Lithophage, outbreak, on-site mining. Fuck it. Let's go to the salt mines.
Mission selected and locked in. Time to bolt the drop pod.
to the bone.
Rock and stone. Oh, that's so fucking good. Look at that fucking armor. Accuracy, no aim penalty while moving. Chance to poison your target. Fuck it.
Can't wait to try this out.
Nice. Bum bum bum. Rock and roll.
This is for you, Lloyd.
Thank you. What do we got? Pots of gold. 100% more gold when mining? Oh!
Gold,
Fucking let's get it. Go.
Hello, darkness, my old
friend.
That's
Yeet.
never felt better. Did I hear a rockin' stone?
Rock and stone. Let's do some mining, baby. Ugh. Oh dear. Oh god. Rock and stone, chat. Go, that's very good. Alright then. Slap the dice.
This is a simple mining mission. Deposit your quota of Morkite into the
Bug.
mule, and we'll send a drop pod to get you out.
Right.
Good luck.
Is that gold? Gold!
I need the mule right here, right now.
Goddamn, gold's full already. Jesus. Barely took a fucking bit out of it. Where is that? There's the mule. Good. Come along, Molly. There we go. Go. Chat, we are going to be so incredibly rich by the end of this.
Make another deposit.
Go.
That's it. That's full.
Go.
Down
That's
it
very
goes.
nice. Yeah. are going to be so very fucking rich, chat. We're going to be some rich dwarfs.
I'm full. Heading to the mule. I'll beat your record this time. Just watch me.
We are going to be so very fucking wealthy, Dowie.
Need some free space.
There we go. Wait, oh. Yeah, got it. Wait, climb. Oh.
Put it down.
There we go. You know what I apparently discovered the other day, by the way? Apparently Warhammer Fantasy has fishmen. Who knew? Apparently they're a breed of beastmen who dwell underwater. They're fishmen. I had no idea that this lore existed, but there you go. Apparently it's a thing. Oh, beautiful. I need some of that. Dun, dun, dun.
Flares are recharging.
I feel like, kind of like, just bouncing off of what you said, Tank, about the green skins. I should really play like Shooter's Blood and Teeth on stream at some point.
Die worthless.
That could definitely be the vibe. I think at some point is playing that game. Apparently, it's quite good. How many? Nitra 30 odd. Bug. No, we're thinking about the same ones, but I saw some one video, some minis of Fishmen that Citadel sold really early on. You can still get them because GW didn't own the designs. Okay. They might be. They might be, Nat. But I just know that in what I learned is that in Warhammer Fantasy lore, and it's really untouched lore, I feel like they could definitely do something with it, is, yeah, apparently there's Fishmen. Which is fucking cool, and I hope Total War does something with that, because they're doing something with the Tiger Men of Cathay. So I kind of hope they do something with that. I just 3D print anything I can get my hands on. Very, very fair, Tank. Right, so let's have a look.
No, the flares are recharging.
And yeah, it does look fun, yeah. The Shooter's Blood and Teeth, like... Hold on, I need to rehydrate. And I know I think I've talked about this before on stream. Coincidentally enough, I think I was playing Deep Rock Galactic at the time. I think it just kind of leans me in that direction, I suppose. I really wish Games Workshop would start making more Age of Sigmar games. I don't want them to make I don't want Games Workshop to make the same mistake they made with Warhammer Total War and Vermintide, where they only started making those games after the setting itself was over and done. Which I know Age of Sigmar's not going to do that, but that was a very infuriating thing at that time, where and whilst they did have some fantasy games before then, none of them I don't think really kind of stuck. Oh god. None of them kind of really stuck or got like a lot of big appeal or a lot of like big reception from people. But yeah, I kind of wish that Games Workshop will at some point start looking at doing more with Age of Sigmar. They've got 8 realms, a bunch of really cool factions, and lots of potential with them. And I kind of hope that they, at some point soon, kind of be like, we can do something with that video game-wise. Like, I think it would be nice, you know? Even if they keep it simple at first and do like more turn-based strategy games that are Sigmar, you know, that are like Age of Sigmar based, like that's fine by me, as long as they eventually can get to the point where they're doing stuff now with like with Total War or Space Marine or that kind of thing. You know, I kind of wish that I kind of hope they kind of get to that point. That's some soon. Total War Warhammer 40k though, I can't. I can't lie, chat. As somebody who has played Total War games before, put a lot of hours into Total War Warhammer, like put hours into Shogun 2, Total War, Medieval 2, that kind of thing. I can't lie. I'm not sure how to feel about them deciding to do 40k Total War. It feels so weird to me. I can't lie, chat. Because, like, I think it would be good if they followed the 40k model of moving away from all the big battles and focusing more on in-depth immersive roleplay mechanics and Rogue Trader. I think that would be a really good idea too. I think, like what do you call it? Like, I think it would work better if they kept, like, honestly, if they wanted to, they could go bigger in the future. They absolutely could. But I think that for Age of Sigmar, they keep it small, keep it to like skirmishy stuff, or like you said, Nat, like role-play style games to kind of get you immersed in the setting. Like, you do that for the first one. Maybe like a single-player, hack and slash where it's just you versus different groups of enemies kind of thing. They've got the room and potential for they've got the room and potential to do that, absolutely, and they could absolutely shift and do stuff in a bigger setting or like a bigger arena, for lack of a better term, in the future. But I think for now, I agree with you, Nat. They really should just kind of be like, we'll keep it small. We'll do some bits and bobs, stuff that's either at like a reasonable scale or stuff that kind of works to get you immersed in the setting. But Rome for me was the big one. I see. For me it was Total War. Not Total War. Actually, no, yeah, Total War. Fucking, I'm an idiot. For me, it was Total War Medieval 2. That's what got me into it. And then it was Empire and Shogun, and then eventually it was the Total War trilogy. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about them doing 40k Total War. Like, that's going to require a big shift. And it's not the first time they've done a big shift. But it's, yeah, it's like, because the most modern they've kind of gone with Total War was the 1860s with Total War Shogun 2. And that was still, like, regiments and, rows of dudes fighting each other. So I'm interested and curious to see how they'll take how Total War operates and putting it with fucking 40k. That is going to be an adjustment. That is going to be a hell of an adjustment for them to kind of navigate. Ossiarch Bone Reaper's management sim. Nah, that's just doing fantasy taxes and you know it. Yeah, good to be on Pier. What? What Total War 40k is going to be on? Hold on, Total War 40k is going to be on PS5 and Xbox. Really? Total War have never done that.
Move your tin ass over here and hurry.
Beef is not sure how he feels about that. That's making Beef feel things, and they're not good. That Beef is feeling things, and they're not good feelings about that. Yes, that's... Oh yeah, I know Medieval 3 exists. I know they're doing that. I remember seeing the reveal trailer for that. I know about that one Tory tank. Yeah, that's why they should do it. Honestly, yeah, like I mean, for Age of Sigmar games, what do we have? We've got like a, I think it's sort of like, I think it's sort of like Dawn of War. They did a Dawn of War style, I think it is, like, Age of Sigmar game. And then we have the Vampire Survivors game that they are kind of doing, and that's really about it. So honestly, if they'd be like, hey, we're doing like Warhammer Tech Sim with the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, I'd be down for that. That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be genuinely so funny. But I think there's definitely a lot they could do. Honestly, I think for Age of Sigmar, they could definitely do some more turn-based Mechanica style games. Like, I think you kind of really hit the hammer on the head with that one. Nat, hit the hammer on the head. Fuck it, that works. I think you hit the hammer on the head with that one. Nat, I think doing more Mechanica style games for Age of Sigmar, or like, would be a really big, good choice. Or doing immersive sims where you kind of make a character and then you're just kind of off into the world. You know, you go do your thing. When you think Creative Assembly has done a total, you think have they? Have Creative Assembly done a Total War hack and slash game? Or are you just like saying like they might do that or something? I do not quite understand, Tank. Spartan. Oh shit, they did. Oh my god, that's a fucking brain blast. Holy shit. Yeah, they did. I remember that now. Holy hell, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Spartan. Yeah, I remember that now. Shit, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a reason they've not really gone back to that. They did Total War and they stuck with it, you know? The only exception is Alien Isolation, which it's hilarious how out of the blue and amazing Alien Isolation was, where Creative Assembly, the Total War guys, just rocked up and were like, "Here we go, we made an Alien survival horror game. Right, we're done. That's it. Back to Total War." It's like, it is so funny that they did that and just dipped. I went back to doing Total War. It's actually so funny. But no, I'd like to I don't know. I think what do you call it? I don't know, if they've got that kind of knack to them, honestly, we can kind of conjoin ideas here and have it be like, give Creative Assembly also did Viking Battle for Asgard. I forgot about that game as well. Honestly, like, if they want to go back to that, what they could always do is what do you call it? Games Workshop could always go to Creative Assembly and be like, "Hey, we want you guys because you're doing such a good job to make us an Age of Sigmar hack and slash game," you know? Like, obviously you'd be the Stormcast Eternals, because in the same way that Space Marines are the poster boys for Warhammer, and they obviously have like the most games, you know, you'd absolutely need to have a Stormcast Eternal hack and slash game for Age of Sigmar. Or alternatively, as a fan of the franchise, making a Gotrek and Felix, not Gotrek and Felix, sorry, it's a reflex, because Felix isn't around in Age of Sigmar, well, nothing confirmed yet. But have a Gotrek hack and slash game for Age of Sigmar. There you go. There's your fucking. Honestly, like if not Creative Assembly, if Games Workshop wanted to make a hack and slash game in Age of Sigmar with a character that they can trust is powerful enough to do shit in that game, Gotrek Gurnisson is more than the guy for that. He will absolutely fucking stomp shit. If you make him the pro tag of his own hack and slash game. Creative Assembly also did London 2012 Olympics. Fucking rabbit hole, Jesus. Come on, chat, I'm just doing a top up. We're doing. Keep going. Hold on, how much? Yeah, nah, that'll do. It's too much. They also did Halo Wars 2. Jesus. There we go. By the way, Beef, what does Nat say? I wish both 40k and AOS would do more out of left field stuff. Like everyone says, oh, they gotta get new people into the setting, so they'll start with the basics. Like I saw discussions about the Henry Cavill TV series. Yeah, nah, same net. I'm same with the. He's cracking on. He's doing it. Like, if it gets done, it gets done. My hands are completely off at that entire shit. Like, I don't care right now. But it's the weird shit that gets people into 40k. Let's just start with that. Yeah, I agree. Like, have like, and again, I think stuff like kind of, and again, you kind of hit the point, hit the nail on the head with this one, Nat. I think stuff like Mechanicus and Rogue Trader are really good examples of compelling games that can pull people into the Warhammer, in this instance 40k setting, that gets a bit weird and gets like interesting, and isn't, focused around the poster boys, the Space Marines, so it's like tank. I probably won't be doing a chug because, like I said, I'm still not 100% in terms of belly, and quite frankly, I don't want to risk doing a chug and then fucking something up. But no, it's like in terms of Age of Sigmar, like I think if they wanted to, give us a hack and slash game, starring a Stormcast Eternal, or having it be centered around Gotchik Gurnason, because absolutely, like if you're gonna have an Age of Sigmar hack and slash game, quite frankly, it should be Gotchik Gurnason. But in terms of like stuff like Rogue Trader style stuff, you could have like, God, what could you do now? If you wanted to keep it in your lane, if you want to keep it in like your lane and have it be like set around the cities of Sigmar, the regular everyday people, you could do that. You could be like a witch hunter kind of thing, because those still exist. Or you can mate on, you've got like, you've got a wizard with you, you've got Captain of the Guard kind of thing, whatever. You can try and follow that lane of Rogue Trader where you are like maybe someone of prestige in this setting, and that gives you the freedom, maneuverability to explore the Age of Sigmar realms and encounter the weird shit. Like go like maybe the core pull behind an Age of Sigmar game is, in the style of Rogue Trader, is you explore like some of the different realms. So it's like, oh yes, we're going to the realm of Gur, which is the realm of beasts and fighting orcs and experiencing stuff there. And maybe we'll go into the realm of Shyish, the realm of the dead. Which that might be a stretch because that's where Nagash is. So that kind of thing. Or additionally as well, like from a Mechanicus style game, kind of like an XCOM thing. From kind of like my recent reading, I wouldn't say no to maybe, like, I'm gonna put it on full screen again because I'm not playing the game while I'm talking. Like, maybe give us like a fucking, what do you call it, a Mechanicus XCOM style game where, maybe you have a a crew of Caradron overlords. You have a crew of Arcanauts, and the setting and pull of the game is you and your crew are doing an expedition run, you know, in some place, and you're obviously trying to get Aether Gold, which is what they commonly do, but you're also exploring it for like ruins and gems and relics and stuff you can sell and that kind of thing. Like there's room for really fun stuff. What's text? Hold on. I want a game. I want a game like Space Marine 2. However, start from an initiate, go through all the gene implants, the training, etc. I'm interested how Hydro. Thank you, bestie. I'm interested how that would work in like what would the core game be, I wonder, if you have a Space Marine game where a portion of it is based around the progression of being a Space Marine. You start as like an initiate and go through all the training and go through the, you know, go through the surgeries and implants and like the mind control, brainwashing. Sorry, go through the brainwashing, and become like a fully fledged Space Marine kind of thing. Like, I wonder what that would kind of what the core thing of that would be. Hell, give us a Battlefield esque game as the Imperial Guard. Mm, I mean, with the Imperial Guard, there's so many options just by virtue of who the Guard are. You know, because we've got stuff like Darktide, which is technically a game that just follows the Imperial Guard. You know, they're just like the different kinds of people I guess you'd encounter in the Guard. Additionally, as well, you could have something like Battlefront. You know, you have something like Battlefront where it's, you know, you're a guardsman just on the field of battle, take control points, that kind of thing. Watch those wrist rockets, that kind of stuff. Uh, you could have like you know if they really wanted to kind of put money and budget behind something, they could do like a Call of Duty style. I want to say Call of Duty. I want to make it clear. I'm talking about OG Call of Duty. I'm talking about like Call of Duty 2, the second one ever, because or in a similar vein, Call of Duty World at War, where the point and the focus of those Call of Duty games was Battlefield. I associate more with multiplayer. I must admit. Tank. I associate it more with multiplayer than I do with like a single player campaign. I forget that Battlefield has previously had campaigns. I was gonna say that you could be overseeing the creation of Space Marines or even a whole chapter, but that game did exist. Yeah, Chapter Master, I remember that. Yeah, I remember watching Mandalore's video about it. And Tank a roguelike, where the process and progression is you going through Space Marine trials could actually be quite fun. You know, you start off as a scout and you're going through different missions trying to prove yourself and like learn and try to survive. And eventually, you know, you get more implants and all that stuff and eventually become a Space Marine. And then you just go out and live your however long you have as a Space Marine on the increasingly more dangerous fields of battle. That could be quite good, you know. You can have a customizable loadout. Maybe you're a heavy bolter guy. Maybe you've got a plasma gun. Maybe you've got a chainsword and a pistol. That kind of thing. Could be quite interesting. Maybe you can make it up to the rank of like a lieutenant or a captain, that kind of thing. Um, but you know, like I think a guardsman single player campaign should follow should follow the style and the kind of vibe of the like of something like Call of Duty 2 and World at War, where the focus and the narrative is about like being an everyman in a war, because that was like a core thing in Call of Duty originally, was you weren't like you had a name, but you weren't like a named character. You were just private first class whatever in fighting in World War II on the Eastern Front, you know, defending Stalingrad. And World at War, the lesson and kind of vibe there was about just showing how fucking brutal and awful the Second World War was. So if you take that kind of vibe and you put it in a 40k game as a guardsman, then it would then instead of being like you are named guardsman character doing 40k stuff, it would be about you are just a guardsman, you have a name and a rank, you're private, whatever, in the Imperial Guard, probably Cadians, and through the eyes of said guardsman, you get to see and experience just how genuinely horrific the wars of the 41st millennium and the scale they can get are. You know, like you have like a training mission kind of thing. I guess I remember playing Rising Sun. That attack on Pearl Harbor is still fucking haunting. Yeah, yeah. Like imagine you go through like a guardsman training mission, right? Um, except the training mission is you're a White Shield conscript. So in the game, in the game, it's a tutorial to teach you how to play. But in the context of the mission, you are literally just a conscript who's been handed his gun, handed his flak armor or whatever, and it's like, right, you know, doors are open onto the field of battle, and it's just absolutely horrific. Maybe you're putting down a rebellion of insurrectionists. Maybe it's a chaos thing. Maybe it's orcs and the Nids. Like, who knows? But I think that as an intro mission could be quite good, and then, you know, maybe throughout the rest of the game, you know, after the tutorial at least, you're no longer a conscript, and it's like, hey, you're now private whatever of the Imperial Guard. You're no longer a conscript. You're like a rank soldier, and the game is just about you, like Imperial Guardsman who has a name, but you're not like a named character, just going through the horrors of war in the 41st millennium, you know? Battlefield 5, I think it was 5, the World War II one. Yeah, Battlefield 5 was World War II. Did a great set of mini missions. Yes, I remember that. Where you play as Private X until he dies, drops his name and date of birth, and then yeah, exactly, yeah. Something like that could honestly, Tank, that could actually be a very good tutorial mission for a Imperial Guard game. Hold on, what's Nat said? In a similar, still waiting on Dark Eldar to get any game where the focus effects. In a similar vein, I think it would be very surprising and memorable if they came out with an AOS game focused around the Idoneth Deepkin. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like both Dark Eldar and the Idoneth Deepkin, because of kind of how they operate, like what do you call it? Either of those could make for a good XCOM style game. It's just that the what do you call it? Like the what do you call it? Like the point and the motivation behind an Idoneth or Dark Eldar XCOM style game is you're dropping into different like places to basically do raiding and piracy. Which, you know, in a similar vein, where's my fucking Chaos game where I get to play as Chaos? Hi Malk, welcome. You have been missed, Malk. Beef has been sick. I'm still like getting better, but we're at like 90%, I'd say, in terms of how well I feel.
Molly,
Ooh, gold.
donkey time.
Yeah, but I think, you know, I think Games Workshop has hello.
I hear management's been trying to get a shipment of knee pads in.
Osman Bone Collector spotted. Team hunted down.
Yeah, but I think you know, if Games Workshop wants to get people more into something like Age of Sigmar, they need to kind of bring more. They need to bring more A-game material than just, hey guys, look what's on fucking what do you call it? Look what's on Warhammer Plus with our new animation. Like, nobody really cares, Games Workshop. If you want people's attention for Age of Sigmar, start making more games.
Molly,
And again, hi Mal, good to see you. Yeah, Beef has been well and took basically last week off to try and recover. So hi, greetings. You've been missed, Milk. And I missed all of you, to be fair. Like, I was kind of like, I definitely think that whilst I was kind of happy enough because I knew I was like taking the week off to kind of get better, I was definitely being like, I miss streaming. I miss my routine, and I miss like talking to you all in chat. So, you know. So it's good. It's good to kind of be testing the waters on being back. Honestly, like, hear me out as well. If we're talking about Dark Eldar, fucking what do you call it? what about Dark Eldar survival horror? Like where you are a lone surviving guardsman making his way through a facility, trying to avoid being captured by the Dark Eldar. Hmm? That could be pretty fucking good.
Flares ain't ready. Resupply orders.
Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
Daka, 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 daka. For a long time I had an idea for a Warcraft 3 map. I hope an official game like this is made, where you're in the Chaos Wastes and start off as a lowly cultist and work your way up to Demon Prince. Ooh.
Like that.
Go to Demon Prince. You can pledge yourself to different gods or sample from all of them. Use artifacts and cursed weapons. All sorts of... Yeah, that would be really fucking cool. Like if Games Workshop wanted to give us a Chaos game, that could absolutely be a good avenue to go down. Where it's like, hey, you know, you start off as like a cultist, or maybe even if they just want to like give you a bit of a leg up, be like, hey, you know, you start off as like a Chaos Warrior, and then you kind of through different stuff,
Deposits in your area.
you know,
Put your picks to work.
through different stuff, eventually work your way up to being like, you're now like an aspiring champion. Now you're a chosen. Now you're, you know, now you're a fucking Chaos Lord. Now you're a Chaos Lord with Terminator armor in 40k. You know, now you're a oh wow, holy shit. You know, now you're a fucking, you know, Chaos dude who has like demon stuff now. You're fully ascended. Like they could definitely do stuff like that, and it would be really rad if they did. Oh my god.
Make every bullet count.
Christ, they're everywhere.
Shield plate. Where is that?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's one. It's a great idea. Again, where you're trying to escape from the Dark Eldar before you become their slave. Sounds horrifying. Slave is a fucking, like, better, like, potentially better case scenario. Especially given the proclivities of the Druchii, you know? Druchii, Drukhari, one of the two. I keep getting them mixed up because in Warhammer Fantasy, like, the Dark Elves are known as the, I think the Dark Elves are known as the Druchii in Warhammer Fantasy. But yeah, like, you know, yeah, that could absolutely be a fucking avenue they could go down if they want to do something a bit more horror-y. It's like, yeah, you're just a lone guardsman out of weapons and options, just trying to slink and survive your way around, you know, a horrifying Dark Eldar raid that has gone successfully, and you know,
Flares ready.
and you know, maybe help is on the way. Maybe there's a regiment of guardsmen on the way. Maybe there's a squad of space marines who are due to be inbound. But it's like, hey, guess what? They're not inbound for a while, and you kind of need to survive until the dawn.
Ready to kill some more.
You know, like something like that could be quite good. There's options. That's the beautiful and infuriating thing about Games Workshop and Warhammer in terms of video games, is there is such a plethora of options that they can go with and do and have fun with, and we're still kind of like experimenting, I guess, or kind of trying to play it safe, you know? Which I suppose is another reason why Total War 40k, I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe it'll be good, but I'm not all that big into it as an idea, you know? Like, Total War Warhammer, in terms of fantasy, worked because, you know, Warhammer Fantasy started as rank and flank, which is exactly what Total War has been doing for years. That's what Total War's been doing, like, and the only real adjustment kind of Games Creative Assembly have had to make in terms of, like, gameplay for Total War Warhammer is just balance, you know, trying to balance the different factions, because obviously they're all different.
Bag's full. Can't carry any more.
Just don't give us a game where you're running away from Iron Warriors. Listen. I don't think you've got your fucking priorities straight, Tank. Quite frankly, I think the Dark Eldar are more terrifying than the Iron Warriors. Like, I'm sorry to tell you this, Tank. The Dark Eldar are much more terrifying than Iron Warriors any day.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
If you fucking pull out that, yeah, Demon... Oh, fuck off with that, honestly. The Demon Caliber is just is so shit. It's so shit. It's shit lore. I'm standing on this. I'm standing on it. The Demon Calabla thingy, it's shit lore. It's I hate it. It's so lame. It's lame, edgy bullshit. Like, I refuse to acknowledge it, you know? It's like, don't get taken by the Iron Warriors because of the Demon Calabla. Ah, sorry, the what? Never heard of it. Don't care. It's as bad as the Imperial Fists in their shit vault. Listen, best case scenario with the Iron Warriors is that they just kind of make you someone who just works and like builds their fortifications for them, you know? Maybe they work you to death, who knows, but it's like, that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is they're just gonna use you as like cannon fodder. Don't think it's bad lore, but the way people bring it up is, hey man, you ever tried DM? Yeah, honestly, nah, you're actually so right. Demonculaba is people going, hey, do you want to know how fucked up 40k is? Let me tell you about this. And it's like, bro, no, it's just, no, it's lame. In terms of, like, it might have a place in terms of lore and shit, but it's just like, the way, you're so right now, the way people kind of bring it out is just kind of, if you want examples of how fucked up 40k is, you can look up other shit. Like, the existence of the Space Marines is a good example of how fucked up 40k is.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely not like it's definitely not pointed at Tank, but like there's just people be like, oh, you don't know how fucked up my 40k is. Bam! It's like, bro, come on now. Like again, Dark Eldar are fucked as space. Yeah, again, like the Dark Eldar are fucking horrifying creatures, right? And they're a really good example of how fucked up 40k is. They're like peak fucked up for 40k. But yeah, no, like even just the Space Marines on their own are a great example of how fucking horrifying the setting is. You know, the setting of 40k is so fucking shocking and shit in terms of the wars present. And all the stuff that goes on, that somebody decided fucking making super child soldiers is like, you know?
This is the right stuff.
They're like 9 foot tall 14-year-olds. Yeah, exactly. They're brainwashed child soldiers who've been given massive amounts of steroids and like augmentation. It's fucked up. Last game I played that included the weird Space Marine, included shit a weird shit Space Marines can do a Space Wolf mobile card game with this dialogue mentioning brain eating. Yes, all Space Marines can do that, but it seems to be more prevalent with certain chapters, I believe. Similar to like the Blood Angels. I am a bit bitter that the well-known horrifying birth horror canon lore thing is done by a Chaos faction and not, you know, the Imperium with their servitors. Which is why if I ever finish my big 40k thing, it'll be woe Imperial birth horror upon ye fandom. Yeah, it's fucking...
Script. Lovely
Yes.
script.
Delicious script. But yeah, no, it's fucking, like... like chaos can have the Demonculaba, right? They can have that because that's obviously a method they use to try and create more Space Marines, right? That's kind of like how they do it, and that can live with that. That's fine. I don't give a shit. But we can. I don't know. I feel like we can do much better. I feel like we can do better than that for chaos. You know, it's like, oh look, they do this stuff for the Demonculaba, and it's like, okay, but I feel like we can do better. We can do more. You know. And like you know, kind of like it's not saying with like you know the Imperium as well. It's like dog, like we're all in agreement, right? That the fucking we're all in agreement that the Death Corps of Krieg are fucking like made in a lab, right? Like that's how they're able to keep their numbers up. Is they're literally just like they're doing like stem cell shit to just like keep pumping out like Kriegsmen to keep the numbers up, you know? Like we're all like surely like we're in agreement that that's how they're doing that, right? Like that is fucked up. That is a fucked up thing to do. You know? Being like, oh yes, the war effort needs our regiment so badly, we are just going to birth children in a test tube and then just put them in training and combat armor and send them out. Like that's how the Death Corps of Krieg run, okay? That's how they do that shit. Luke, Glacial Strata, Core Corruption, Deep Scan, Open Carve. Locate and extract Morkite seeds. Don't get me started on cherubs. Cherubs are fucking, yeah, like cherubs are, that is a very good point as well. Cherubs exist. Cherubs exist and they are horrifying.
Orbital insertion sequence initiated. Board the drop pod.
We'll swap to the old driller for this.
Rock for breakfast.
Rock for breakfast. I'm so glad they included those in Space Marine 2. Yeah, no, same, absolutely. That's something else as well. Like cherubs are one of those things I've seen so many people who aren't familiar with 40k, who aren't familiar with 40k, never done anything with 40k before, and they've played Space Marine 2 and they encounter the cherubs and they go, "What the fuck is that?" And that's what I want. That's the reaction I want to see from people's first time reactions from what do you call it? From people's first time reactions to fucking people's reactions to like seeing cherubs for the first time. That's what I want to see. I want to see people look at a cherub for the first time and go, "What the fuck am I looking at?" Like, because that is the appropriate reaction. It's like, what do you mean they have cybernetic flying babies around this joint? What the fuck is this setting? Rocketstone.
Yeah.
Rocketstone, yeah. Lots of gold, more mining. Fuck it, oily oaf, may as well.
I need a round of oily or some like ice cold foamy. To mites, to darkness, and to making it back alive. Oh
yeah. And if you're lucky, when you die, your head will be skinned and your skull will be turned into a door handle. Yeah, that's something else as well. It's like if you are lucky, if you are genuinely lucky in the 41st millennium, if the gods are smiling down upon you, like your skull will be bleached, skinned, and used as someone's personal assistant.
7.
It's fucking, but yeah, like zoning. You know, just I still think about chat kind of rezoning the conversation to kind of where we were before, or a chamber pot flush, yeah. Like kind of rezoning the conversation to where we were before. Like I still remember, like when they were announcing stuff like Vermintide, the End Times, or Total War, Warhammer 1. And they were announcing those games, and it was like, they were so interesting, the settings looked really cool, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then it's like, and then it's like, fucking, oh yeah, by the way, the settings that those games are from, they're gone now. We erased them. Like, they don't, you can't do anything with them anymore. Models, gone. Fucking, the tabletop game, gone. Like, obviously, like, officially gone at least. Like, unofficially, people could obviously still do shit with it. But it was just so... It to this day, chat, to this day, that still boggles me. Genuinely, that still boggles me, chat. That Games Workshop made, you know, or, you know, obviously licensed those games, you know, with like Creative Assembly and Fat Shark and that kind of thing for Vermintide and Total War Warhammer, and then literally, you know, were then also just like, oh yeah, by the way, those settings gone now, nuked, destroyed, just completely fucking finito. It's like dog, what are you doing? Like for the what you call it, chat as well? Fucking Mordheim, the turn-based Mordheim game that came out the same year that that the Warhammer Fantasy setting was killed off in the End Times. That game came out the exact same year that the End Times officially finished and Total War Fantasy was over and done with. Like, why? So confusing. Genuinely so confusing. I'm glad that games like Total War Warhammer, and Vermintide, like, garnered enough popularity and resurgence for the fantasy setting that it was able to kind of, you know, get the old world back. Because what a waste otherwise, you know? Oh, God. Hover boots. Nice, there we go. Oh, reload. There's the crystal. Just watched a clip from Dawn of War 4. Titan of fucking drop pods. Hell yeah. See, I can't lie. Between Total War Warhammer, like 40k, and actually, you know what? I'm just Total War 40k. There we go. Like between Total War 40k and like Dawn of War 4, I'm more excited for Dawn of War 4 between the two, honestly. Oh, my petit chauffeur. Yeah, like between the two, I'm more excited for Dawn of War 4 than I am for you get the fuck out of my way, please, thank you. Than I am for Total Warhammer 40k. Like, honestly, between the two, I'm more excited for Dawn of War 4. I mean, I'm hesitant after the shit show of Dawn of War 3. I can understand that, but you need to understand that they've clearly kind of learned the lessons from that shit. They've clearly kind of learned the lessons of don't do a Dawn of War 3. Because the problem with Dawn of War 3 was just they couldn't get a grip on it. Is the best way to describe it. They couldn't get a grip on it, you know? Like, like I think a lot of the comparisons people did to Dawn of War 3 with like MOBA games were very reasonable comparisons. It wasn't the entire thing, but they were reasonable comparisons.
Outstanding work, miners.
And that kind of thing definitely factored into why Dawn of War 3 didn't work out, you know? Which is a shame. Ah!
There you are, you hiding
And-
crystal. I need a resonance.
And they, yeah, like I said, they seem to have thankfully learned the lessons from Dawn of War 3. Which is just, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. It's not what people wanted. It's not what people enjoyed. It made gameplay awkward. Like people want one of two things. They want either Dawn of War 2 or Dawn of War 1. That is it. There you go. That's how you do that shit. If you want to do stuff with Dawn of War, if you want to do stuff in the style of Dawn of War 1 or stuff from the style of Dawn of War 2, absolutely fine. That's what people will want. People don't want Dawn of War 3, and they seem to have learned that fucking lesson.
Nicely done. First part of the deep scan is going. On to the next crystal.
But yeah, I'm Dark Crusade. Yeah, Dark Crusade was great. Dark Crusade was great. The first Dawn of War and Winter Assault were fucking awesome. And what do you call it? Hold on, I'm gonna just fucking let me have a look at this shit real quick, gamer. Yeah, Dark Crusade was really good. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Oh, you got yeah, of course you got Clinic again, don't you? You take care then, Tank. Have a good one. It's interesting that Dawn of War 2 is seen as so good compared to Dawn of War 3 because I heard people saying the same things about 2, like it's a MOBA now. I can't like. See, the whole see people comparing Dawn of War 2 to a MOBA. I don't see that. The only thing I see is just, hey, it's more tactical. You know? Like, that's all I see. All I see is just Dawn of War 2 is a little bit, is like more tactical and less like, less kind of like, I guess, horde-based, if you will, for lack of a better term, than Dawn of War 1 was. Like, Dawn of War 3 was very MOBA-like because they had, like, you know, I mean, they had, like, you know, more than just leader units doing shit, they also just had, like, heroes. You know, like, I distinctly remember the whole, like, you know, Gabriel Angelos doing a front flip in Terminator armor. I distinctly remember that shit, and I can very much understand why that annoyed people. Ah, okay. I don't know. Honestly, chat, you know what? You know what I'm hoping for more than anything? I'm hoping that fucking, I'm honestly hoping that at some point we get a follow-up to Spacehawk Deathwing. Because that game, and I've talked about this before, that game criminally got so fucking close. It was so fucking close to being so fucking good, and they couldn't stick the fucking landing. It was janky, it was buggy, the fucking, what do you call it? You know, the weapons weren't really good enough. There was no sound cues for shit. It continues to frustrate me just how fucking close Spacehawk Deathwing was, and they couldn't stick the goddamn landing. It's a genuine vexation upon me, and I hope we get a sequel, and I hope if we do get a sequel.
Heading your way, team. Get ready.
Done that. Hold on. Done that one. Done that. Okay, I've only done 2. Okay, cool. I'm not delusional. Yeah. I hope if we do ever get a sequel to Space Hulk Deathwing, I fucking hope that they understand that you're not turning a fucking tabletop game into a first-person shooter. You're not converting it one for one. You're taking a tabletop shooter and you're having it transform from one medium to another.
I should call for the fuel. Sit ass over here and hurry, please. Deposit time.
Go.
Like feeding a bottomless pit.
Oh boy. I really hope. And the thing about Space Hulk Deathwing is that if you play it with friends, it's still fun, but it's millimeters off. If they just do a little bit of this and that, you know, it could be good. It could be genuinely really fucking good. Hey up, where'd that little bug go? Where has my little bug gone? Where could he be? Where the hell did he go? I hear him scuttling.
Need an upgrade.
Scanners are picking up an oscillant bone collector. Those critters are highly prized. Get after it.
Go. We're on there, did he? There we go. Come on, where are you? Oh, hold on. Is there a fucking... Is there a bitch? There is. May as well get that scared. I'm getting sleepy a lot sooner than I thought. I'm not as sick as I was, but still very eager. Okay, Nat. You go sleep. But Pat and Malk weren't 240k swamped, lol. They'll be fine. I hope. My chat's, you know, my chat's open for people to talk about all sorts, you know, so, and unfortunately, fucking 40k is a special interest, so the direction goes there. Thanks for streaming, Beef. Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm happy to be back now, you know? Happy to be back. Go. Nice. Well then, where's my little buggy friend gone? Jesus, he fucking climbed, didn't he? Aha! There you are.
Flares. Recharging.
There we go.
We got Ozzy on the scanners. You know what to do, team.
Burn, little buggies, burn!
Ready to blow.
And skadoosh.
Still some assets to pick up down there, team. Get the rest of it and stick it in the mule.
Nice, some Ossium. There we go, toss you in there. Oh ho ho! Looks like some more Ossium. There we go.
Are they supposed to smell like that?
There we go, that might be all, yep, looks to be all the Ossium.
Molly carries minerals, and we shoot bugs in mine. Dwarf life in a nutshell.
3.
Ossium secured, and you're still alive. Most impressive.
Nice. Right. Ha! Geronimo!
Hates beyond.
Right. I've been in this room.
Where is that damn mule?
Go. Burn buggies burn. Very nice. Oh, is it alive? Not anymore.
Warden down! Now kill the rest of them! Out of my way, Peck!
Starting to get a bit low on resources, it would seem. Oh, we're getting close though.
Charging!
We are getting closer. Itchy leg. Sorry, chat. There we go. Oh dear. Right. Signal's dropping. It's not in that direction. Up there, somewhere. Drat. We're out. Bingo. We've got our thing. There we go.
Resonance crystal here!
Boom.
Let's get the resonance scanner!
Is there any nitro lying around is the question. Oh dear. Right, hold on. Oh, okay. Right, sorry chat. I need to go pee, so I'll be back in a jiffy. So hold on. hello. Oh dear. Go. Hi. Right. Go, do that, that. Put that there, back that there.
The cable set up. Let's get the
Resonant scanner. Oh, Hydro, thank you, twin. Oh, there we go. Let the water flush out the poison. Right, what I need, chat, is some nitra, so I can refuel my bullshit. I am running low on supplies. Nitra. Beautiful. Beautiful nitra. It's fucking windy.
Swarm! Repeat, swarm!
You gross. There we go.
Don't let him flank you. Ollie, over here.
Yes, we're gonna have to resupply. We're not far off from the last deep scan as well.
The wave is petering out. Wipe out the rest and get on with it.
Hello. You look interesting to me. Gold. Chat, we're rich.
I need the
Again.
mule right here, right now.
Go.
At least we don't have to haul all these minerals around ourselves. No flares ready. This one's for Carl.
Right. Let's have a look. Signal's getting stronger in this direction, so hold on, chat. Let's call it in.
Supplies are on the way.
We are so low on supplies. Go. Time is it? Oh Christ, it's midnight. Oh, right. Right, we'll get this mission. We'll get this mission finished up, and then we'll call it a night. I think, chat. That's good. That's good.
Ready to kill some more crates.
Get this. Yeah, we'll get this. We'll get this mission finished up, and then we can call it a night. Signal's getting weaker. Stronger. Stronger. Ah! Bingo!
I found a crystal. Send the resonance scanner. Pretty please.
Nice. There we go. in the end. Nice.
Scanner pod hooked up to resonance crystal.
Boom. There we go.
We have full triangulation. Well done, miners. The drill-elevator is on the way. Mount it and get those seeds.
There's the drill-elevator.
Morkai geode located. Well done. Sending in the drill-elevator to take you to it. This is it. Check your ammo before you mount the drill-elevator. The locals will be investigating the noise. Get to that Morkai geode, miners. Management counts on you.
Oh boy. Ew, gross. Nice. Here we go.
To the drill-elevator. Things are about to go down.
Here we go, chat.
Get to the
Last bit of the mission.
and prepare for descent.
And we gotta keep an eye on things so they don't start blowing up on us. Clear. That's not good. Repair. There we go. There we go. You're repairing as well now. That's fine. You're repairing as well. Fantastic. Go, go, go. Yep, repair you.
Compacted granite. The drill-elevator needs a moment to crack through.
There we go. We're off again. Let's go. Still okay. Still cooking, chat. We're still doing okay. You need repairing. That's good.
Super dense rock. Hang tight while the drill-elevator breaks through.
There we go.
Those claw tracks need a lot of maintaining.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Nice, there we go. Yep, got that made, that's fine. Oh god! Go. Nice. Whew, dear. Back, it's fine. Repair, repair, repair. I think we're almost there, chat. Oh god.
Target depth reached. Hang
Nice,
tight,
good.
miners.
Yoo-hoo! We did it!
Wow! If only I could, I would decorate my cabin like this. Bosco, mine it.
Cool. Wait, Ooh, 5.
Go!
Right.
Get to work!
Let's go. Mine it. Q. And lastly, that one. Son of a gun. Landed up there, did it? Alright. Come on, up. There we go. Hey, oh.
Come here!
Morkite seeds.
Nice, there we go.
Hit the escape pod button at your convenience.
Let's get the fuck out of here, chat, and call it a night.
Good job, team. Extraction jet boots on the Drillovator unlocked. Grab a pair and get to the drop pod.
Here we go. Go.
Drop pod has arrived. The mule has been pulled
Gently.
back.
There we go.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Let's get the fuck out of here, chat. Oh, that's convenient. Wait. Go. Let's get the fuck out of here, chat.
Flares recharging.
Ah! Oh boy. Go. Just guess we just gotta hold out for now, chat, until the old
Drop pod departing
you know what
in
gets here.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Pickaxe sharpen when we get back.
Oh, God. What am I gonna do once stream's over? I think I'm gonna watch more Kamen Rider, chat. I'm gonna get in bed, get comfy, and I'm gonna watch more fucking Kamen Rider. Oh, that was good. There we go. Nice. Slapping the dice. And we're out of here. Oh, beautiful. Oh, God.
Retrieving escape pod.
Go. Nice.
Hot potato!
Very nice.
That's another core spawn outbreak mitigated. But our work is far from finished, I'm afraid.
Let's quickly just big gun. Let's just quickly get our rewards.
Yes, another script.
La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da-dum. Ooh. Skin for the flamethrower could be quite nice. Skin for the autocannon.
I choose you. Perfect.
go. Right, chat. That is us for the stream. Oh, right then. 1 second, chat. Let me just do my bit. There we go. Right then. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody who stayed. Thank you everybody who lurked. Thank you everybody who dipped in and out. Oh, it's good to be back. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be doing a stream in the morning. It might be a midday stream. I might take the morning to have breakfast, reorganize myself, and then come midday, like, stream then. But yeah, thank you everybody who came. Everybody, chill out. Night Navi, sorry, still sick, nodded off. That's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bestie, that's totally okay. But yeah, everybody take care, stay hydrated, chill out, rest, you know, have a kip. And I will see you all tomorrow. And fingers crossed, we will be back on schedule, back on pattern. So everybody take care. I will see you then.